What if I told you that the fate of the entire MCU multiverse could rest in the hands of a single being, one who has sworn to never interfere? What if I told you that Uatu the Watcher may hold the key to understanding the biggest battle in Marvel history, Secret Wars? And what about a mysterious faction known as the Others, whose agenda could make even Kang the Conqueror look like a minor threat? Marvel's multiverse is fracturing before our very eyes. From Loki to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness to Spider-Man. No Way Home, we've seen the dangerous consequences of meddling with alternate realities. But what if these events were just the beginning? What if a larger hidden force has been pulling the strings all along? Today we're diving deep into the multiversal chaos that's about to unfold in the MCU, uncovering how Uatu the Watcher and the Others might be the key players in Marvel's next big saga. And trust me, this will change how you see the MCU forever. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and share it. And please drop a comment below to share your thoughts. The expanding multiverse and its consequences. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has officially left behind the era of simple hero-villain conflicts. With the introduction of alternate realities, timeline branches, and paradoxes, the stakes have never been higher. What started as one universe in Phase 1 has now evolved into a tangled web of parallel worlds thanks to major events in Loki, where the sacred timeline was broken and countless realities were unleashed. Spider-Man, No Way Home, where characters from different universes collided, causing reality-shaking consequences. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where incursions, worlds colliding, became a terrifying possibility. With Kang the Conqueror's looming war for multiversal dominance, the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men will need allies who understand the multiverse better than anyone else. And that's where Uatu the Watcher comes in. Uatu the Watcher's live-action debut. Uatu's role in Fantastic Four or Secret Wars. Why it makes sense. The Fantastic Four have always been deeply tied to cosmic Marvel lore, and their introduction is the perfect gateway for Uatu to make his live-action debut. In the comics, Uatu first appeared in Fantastic Four number 13, warning the team about cosmic-level threats. With the Fantastic Four's confirmed MCU arrival, it makes sense for Uatu to serve as a guide for Reed Richards and his team, helping them understand the larger multiversal dangers at play. But where this gets even more interesting is Secret Wars. In the comics, the multiverse collapses into a single reality, leading to the biggest battle in Marvel history. Uatu's presence in this event would be crucial, as he has already narrated multiversal collapses in Marvel lore. If the MCU follows the comics, Uatu might be the only one who fully understands the stakes of the upcoming war. Strong theory, given his role in What If, where he literally broke his oath to stop an all-powerful Ultron, it's only a matter of time before Uatu steps in again. This time, in live action. Uatu as the guardian of multiversal history in Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. Why it makes sense. The multiverse isn't just a playground, it's a fragile, interconnected system, and no one knows its history better than Uatu. With Kang the Conqueror waging war across timelines, Uatu could serve as the one entity who truly understands the consequences of these battles. But there's something more to this than just understanding the multiverse's history. Uatu has witnessed its destruction before. Throughout Marvel Comics, he has observed universal collapses, time loops, incursions, and entire realities being wiped from existence. He knows the warning signs of an impending disaster, and his silence may be more dangerous than any villain's interference. Think about it. If Uatu has seen these collapses happen before, why has he never intervened until now? Could it be that he believes the multiverse is destined to die and be reborn in a cycle? If that's the case, does he see Kang's war as inevitable rather than preventable? Strong theory, Uatu has watched the rise and fall of countless universes, but what happens when the war threatens to wipe out everything? Could Uatu finally step beyond his role as an observer and take action? His knowledge could be the key to helping the Avengers understand the full scope of the multiverse's collapse. But what if it's not just knowledge? What if Uatu has been subtly guiding events this entire time, without anyone realizing it? Here's where it gets even darker. What if Uatu is partly responsible for all of this? If he knew the multiverse was heading toward collapse, why didn't he warn the heroes sooner? What if he was waiting for the right moment to break his oath? A moment where his intervention would decide the fate of every reality? And if that's the case, what exactly has Uatu been preparing for? Uatu's connection to multiversal destruction. Why it makes sense. Uatu has always sworn not to interfere, but what if his refusal to act is the reason the multiverse is crumbling? What if Uatu knew about the looming chaos long before the events of Loki and Doctor Strange, yet did nothing? Plausible theory, what if, already showed that Uatu is willing to bend the rules in extreme circumstances. Could Secret Wars be the final push that forces Uatu to take direct action against forces even greater than Kang? The others in the MCU, the others as multiversal entities seeking to conquer. Earth 616. Why it makes sense, Captain America. Brave New World has teased a mysterious faction called the Others. Who are they? Many believe they could be a group of beings from alternate realities who see Earth 616 as a threat or a prize. But why now? If they've existed beyond the edges of known existence for so long, what has changed to bring them into the fight? It's possible that the Others are survivors from universes that were previously erased, fragments of worlds that no longer exist, held together by sheer willpower and cosmic manipulation. If that's the case, then their very nature may be a direct threat to the stability of the MCU's multiverse. A species with nothing to lose, fueled by the rage of having their homes erased from time, would make them formidable adversaries. Imagine a group of powerful beings from dead universes, seeking to carve out their own place in the MCU's reality. If Earth 616 is the last remaining reality that is still intact, then it makes sense that the Others would target it, not out of malice, but out of desperation. But desperation leads to destruction, and a faction of beings whose only goal is to replace Earth 16 with their own lost realities could create a war unlike anything we've seen before. But what's even more terrifying? What if the Others aren't just invaders, but architects of multiversal collapse? What if they've been the unseen force influencing Kang, pushing reality toward destruction so they can reshape it into something they control? Strong theory, Secret Wars will likely feature alternate versions of Marvel heroes and villains, and the Others could serve as the leaders of this chaotic invasion. But here's the twist. What if the Others aren't just trying to conquer Earth 616? What if they're trying to replace it entirely? If they succeed, the MCU as we know it may cease to exist. The Others as cosmic beings or exiled celestials. Why it makes sense. The Celestials have played a massive role in shaping the MCU's cosmic lore. But what if there were rogue Celestials, beings cast out from the higher cosmic order? What if they have been operating in the shadows waiting for their moment to strike? Celestials are gods of creation, responsible for designing galaxies, overseeing evolution, and seeding entire worlds with life. But what if not all Celestials agreed on how the universe should function? What if some of them rejected the grand cosmic plan and were banished for it? If the Others are, in fact, exiled Celestials, it would completely change what we know about them. Instead of being passive cosmic beings, they could be warriors of destruction, bent on correcting what they believe is a broken system. A forbidden rebellion, the exiled Celestials' true purpose. Throughout Marvel history, Celestials have been portrayed as beings of absolute authority, following a strict cosmic code. But what if a faction among them disagreed with the order of creation and destruction? What if they believed that the celestial hierarchy was flawed, that the balance of existence was a mistake? These rogue Celestials could have been those who rebelled against the main celestial order. Perhaps they saw universes collapsing and believed that the only way to restore balance was to erase the multiverse's weaker realities. If true, then the Others may not be malevolent at all, but rather an elite faction of cosmic beings who see themselves as the true guardians of reality. Imagine a secret celestial war that predates all of Marvel history, where one side seeks to allow natural destruction and rebirth, while the other believes intervention is necessary to protect existence. This could explain why the Celestials we've seen in the MCU, like Arishem in Eternals, appear mechanical and indifferent to the survival of civilizations? Could it be that Arishem and his kind are simply following a preset cosmic cycle, while the others have rejected that ideology and now seek to interfere? The others plan Earth 616 as the celestial battleground. If the others are indeed rogue celestials, it would mean that they view Earth 616 as an anomaly, something that shouldn't exist. Why? Because Earth 616 has survived far too many universe-shattering events. In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, incursions were explained as collisions between universes that lead to total annihilation, but Earth 616 has escaped this fate multiple times. What if that's not supposed to happen? What if the others believe that Earth 616 is a mistake that must be erased? That would mean that the others aren't just coming to fight the Avengers and the Fantastic Four, they're coming to wipe out the entire timeline, believing that it should have collapsed long ago. The Great Celestial Purge, a new kind of cosmic war. A theory that fits perfectly into the multiversal collapse storyline is that the others are not just exiled celestials, they're enforcers of a hidden cosmic law. If the multiverse is crumbling and Kang is manipulating time for his own gain, then the others may believe that it's time to step in and take control. Their arrival could signal a new kind of war, one not fought by heroes and villains, but by ancient beings with the power to reset entire realities. Imagine a battle where the others attempt to purge weak universes, while the heroes of Earth 616 fight to preserve existence itself. Plausible theory: if the others are indeed exiled celestials, they could be coming to enforce a final judgment upon the multiverse, seeing the chaos caused by incursions, timeline branches, and Kang's interference as proof that reality needs to be reset. But here's the terrifying part. What if they're right? What if the MCU has been running on borrowed time, and the others are merely here to correct a fundamental flaw in existence? And if they succeed, what happens next? Uatu and the others, a unified multiversal threat. Uatu's intervention versus the others' destructive agenda. Why it makes sense. If the others are truly aiming to rewrite or destroy Earth 616, Uatu might be forced into direct conflict with them. His vow to never interfere would be pushed to its breaking point. Imagine the drama. Uatu, once a silent observer, now standing against a cosmic force threatening to erase the multiverse. Strong theory. This could be the defining moment for Uatu in the MCU, showing him not just as a watcher, but as a protector of existence itself. The future of Uatu and the others in the MCU. As the MCU moves towards Secret Wars, the stage is set for some of the most epic multiversal battles in cinematic history. With Kang, the others, and the potential collapse of reality itself, Uatu can no longer afford to remain passive. But the real question remains, will he act in time? And if the others are truly pulling the strings, how far does their influence go? This is just the beginning of Marvel's most complex storyline yet. The Watcher sees everything, but what happens when he can no longer stay silent? Let me know what you think in the comments. Will Uatu finally break his oath in live action? And who do you think the others really are? If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because trust me, the MCU's biggest twist is still ahead.